Good morning, students. Hope you all are doing good. Hearty welcome to all of you for today's session. Come, let's learn moral science. And here is your moral science teacher, Jodhimon. Yes, as we know, we have been discussing the fourth lesson of our moral science textbook, Fostering Love and Life. Today, in this session, I am going to deal with some issues that are very seriously increasing our country. One is rise in abortion and infanticides. Second one is rise in abandoning age-old parents in old age homes. And the third one is suicide. Okay, children, let's see the first one. According to the Consortium of National Consensus for Medical Abortion in India, every year an average of about 11 million pregnancies are medically terminated and 20,000 women die every year due to abortion-related complications. People in the world today are generally more educated and maybe more affluent than earlier generations. Why then do you think there is this rise in abortions and infanticides today? Children, you can see this question in your moral science textbook. Come to page number 28. Okay, so the second problem that I told you, what's the second problem, children? A recent report by a voluntary organization working for abandoned and needy elderly people reveals some shocking statistics. According to the report, 1 in 3 senior citizens is a victim of abuse in India. Another 2012 survey revealed that less than 40% of Indians now live with extended family. In your opinion, why are elderly parents not cared for properly today? Why are they considered a burden and abandoned in old age homes? You can see this question in your moral science textbook in page number 29. There is another question there in that same page itself, children. Shockingly, suicide in India is slightly above world rate. Of the 500,000 people reported to die by suicide worldwide every year, 20% of Indians are committing suicide. Suicide is an act of cowardice. Do you agree or disagree? Give reasons. Okay, children. So let's discuss the first one. What's the first question? It's about abortion and female infanticide. You know what's the meaning of female infanticide and abortion. So, according to the consortium, children, have you seen the word, children? It's in the first line, CONSORTIUM. Its pronunciation is consortium. Consortium of National Consensus for Medical Abortion in India. Every year, an average of about 11 million pregnancies are medically terminated. Terminated means bring to an end. So, according to the Consortium of National Consensus for Medical Abortion in India, every year an average of about 11 million pregnancies are medically terminated, medically bring to an end. Asian Center for Human Rights, they reveal that preference of son over daughter is a major reason for female infanticide in many countries around the world. Did you get the sentence, children? According to Asian Center for Human Rights. Asian Center for Human Rights has revealed that preference for son over daughter is a major reason for female infanticide. And the second reason for abortion, that is what is technological growth of prenatal diagnosis. Technological growth of prenatal diagnosis, that is what is, it allows parents to know the sex of their unborn child. So this technological growth helps the parents to know the sex of their unborn child. So if it is a female baby, it's time to abort it. So the technological growth of prenatal diagnosis helps them, or it allows the parents to know the sex of their unborn child, and that one also encourage abortion. And the third reason is dowry system. You know, especially in South India, parents consider their daughters as unaffordable economic burden. They know the dowry system It's very, very serious problem prevailed in our country. So especially in Tamil Nadu, parents considered their daughters as an economic burden. They know because of the dowry system, it's very expensive. They have to find more money to take care of their baby, especially a baby girl. So they considered their daughters as an affordable economic burden. So children, how can we reduce this illegal abortion and female infanticide? Government has launched a lot of campaigns. See, listen children, these are some sentences about the reduction or how can we reduce these problems, these serious issues of female infanticide and abortion that prevail in our country. India has one of the highest female infanticide incidents in the world. The Ministry of Health and Family has agreed that illegal abortions are increasing and thousands of women die every year due to complications resulting from unsafe abortions. So in order to encourage families to have girl children or to prevent female infanticide and to educate the girl child, the government launched many policies, many campaigns, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao campaign in January 2015. So did you get the first one children? I hope you understood the question. So you have to write a short paragraph on behalf of this question. And the second one, let's move to the next one. Come to page number 29. Have you seen this picture children? It's a very beautiful picture of a child and her mother, not his mother. I prefer to say her mother. Okay, so next one. A recent report by a voluntary organization working for abandoned and needy elderly people reveals some shocking statistics. According to the report, 1 in 3 senior citizens is a victim of abuse in India. Another 2012 survey revealed that less than 40% of Indians now live with extended family. So in your opinion, why are elderly parents not cared for properly today? Why are they considered a burden and abandoned in old age homes? Did you get the second reason children? A second issue, not a reason children. The second one, nowadays there is a trend of leaving age-old parents to old age homes. Is it right children? No. Everyone knows that it is a bad thing. But still, the number of age-old homes is increasing in our country. What's your opinion children? In my opinion, life is too short. We should try to live and spend each and every possible moment with them, to take care of them. So, it's not good to send the parents to age-old homes. So, here also, in your opinion, why are elderly parents not cared for properly today? Why are they considered a burden and abandoned in old age homes? Okay, children. And the third one is about suicide. See, shockingly, suicide in India is slightly above world rate. Of the 500,000 people reported to die by suicide worldwide every year, 20% are Indians. Suicide is an act of cowardice. Cowardice. Do you agree or disagree? Give reasons. So the third serious issue is suicide. What do you mean by suicide, children? Suicide is an act of cowardice. What do you mean by cowardice? Lack of bravery. So we can say suicide is an act which has been done by a person who lacks bravery. Nowadays, the number of suicide cases are increasing. People commit suicide because of financial crisis, chronic diseases, failure of love affairs and so on. So, as I told you, because of the lack of bravery, people choose suicide or people commit suicide. They try to escape from the problems that they face in their life. Children, we should have the courage to face the problems in our daily life. So what shall we do? To discourage the issues I mentioned earlier. So let's move on to the next page. Come to page number 30. So what shall we do? We should be thankful for the life we have. We should be thankful for the life that God has given us. Second one, respect life in nature. Living organisms are God's wonderful creations. Never be cruel to the birds, insects, animals, or any other living things. Plants too are living organisms, so do not pluck flowers or leaves or break the branches of plants unnecessarily. Did you get the second point, children? Respect life in nature. Respect each and every life in nature, even if it's a bird, insect, animal, or any other living thing. Even if plants also are living organisms, so do not pluck flowers or leaves or break the branches of plants unnecessarily. And the third point, respect life in your fellow beings. It's already learned in class 8 itself. So respect life in your fellow human beings. Never hit or never physically hurt anyone. Try to live in peace with your family, with your neighbors, with your friends. Love and accept them as they are. We have to love and accept them as they are. And the last point, learn more about organ and blood donation. You know what is blood donation, organ donation. So learn more about organ and blood donation and become a volunteer so that your body may give life to another person even after you cease to exist. So did you get the last point, children? Learn more about organ and blood donation and become a volunteer so that your body may give life to another person even after your death. So what shall we do? Be thankful for the life that God has given us. Respect life in nature. Respect life in our fellow human beings. Learn more about organ and blood donation and become a volunteer. What's the result, children? So that our body may give life to another person even after our death. So let's take a pledge together as a class. Have you seen that pledge, children? See, here is the pledge. Life is precious. I, Jyotimol, pledge today to always respect and honor all forms of life, including my own. I will not indulge in any activity that brings harm to my life or to the life of any other living being. I promise to try my best to foster love and harmony among the people in my community, neighborhood, school, and family. I will always remember that life is God's valuable gift to mankind and will strive to protect it to the best of my ability. I hope you understood the meaning of the pledge. So you also should take the oath, children, or you should take the pledge. Life is precious. So always respect and honor all forms of life, including our own. That means never commit suicide. I will not indulge in any activity that brings harm to my life or to the life of any other living being. So, I will not involve in any activity that's related to harm my life or to the life of any other living being around me. Next one, I should promise I try my level best to foster love and harmony. I give you the meaning of foster, children. So, we should try our level best to foster love and harmony among the people in our community, in our neighborhood, school, and family. And the last point, we should always remember that life is God's valuable gift. And we should try our level best to protect it to the best of our ability. So children, here comes the end of our fourth lesson. I hope you understood the lesson. Children, read the lesson carefully. You can read the lesson for at least 4 or 5 times. Okay, then you have to answer these 3 questions. The first one I told you. Why do you think there is rise in abortions and infanticides today? And the second one, why are they considered a burden and abandoned in old age homes? See, why are elderly parents not cared for properly today? In your opinion, is it good or bad? So, why are they considered it's a burden, or age-old parents as a burden and abandon them in old age homes? And the third question, it's about suicide. What's your opinion, children? Is it good or bad? Do you agree or disagree? Suicide is an act of cowardice. Do you agree or disagree? Give reasons. You can browse the internet, children. A lot of points will be there. You can write it from the internet. Onam holidays are coming up. Enough time is there. So do your level best to write the answers in a sincere way. Only 3 questions are there, children. Read the lesson. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.